All right, the results are in from yesterday's primaries in Washington state, Mississippi, and Georgia. President Biden and former President Donald Trump are now their party's presumptive nominees for president. Surprise, surprise. This means they've secured enough delegates at primaries and caucuses thus far to win the needed majority vote at a national party convention later this summer. Let's bring in CBS News chief election and campaign correspondent Robert Costa to help break down yesterday's results and what it means for the future of those campaigns. Bob, it's the worst kept secret. These results were not a surprise, but I'm going to challenge you to tell us what the big takeaways were from yesterday's primaries and what indication it gives us of the election to come.
It means this general election campaign begins as soon as now. This primary season is over. Both of these candidates have effectively secured the nomination. So you're looking at a long, protracted period where former President Donald Trump will be battling President Joe Biden. And this is not going to be a typical campaign. When I speak to sources close to President Biden, they say they believe Trump, he's a threat to democracy. And when I speak to sources close to Trump, they say President Biden, he's causing unrest at the border and unrest in the economy. So you have a really pitched battle between these candidates where both are framing the stakes as extremely high. And that's so different than campaigns of presidential seasons past. Think about 1996, where it seemed to be red versus blue, Clinton versus Dole, or Bush versus Gore in 2000. Those are really for the history books now. We're in a different kind of period in American presidential politics.
Yeah, and I guess this is the first time we're seeing a presidential rematch since like 1956. But what strikes me is there's this fresh CBS News polling from Georgia, and it shows Trump leading in the state in a hypothetical matchup, and that's despite the election subversion interference case that's ongoing. How do you explain this kind of tie with Trump slightly ahead?
It is so unusual to have a former nominee come back, let alone a former president. In 1956, Adlai Stevenson ran against Dwight Eisenhower just as he did in 1952. And what we're looking at now is Trump's not just coming back as a former president who's been in political winter and idling in some way. He has been stoking his grievances across the board, but especially on the legal challenges front. And he's going to be sitting in a courtroom in Lower Manhattan starting later this month for 6 weeks, required by law, as he faces the charges in a criminal trial over hush money payments he made to adult film star Stormy Daniels back in 2016. And also on the horizon, possible federal trials on January 6th in classified records. So all of that fills in this campaign as much as the political talk.
And the runway is now longer, right? We have an 8-month run until the presidential election, somewhat. So how does the fact that we've shifted now to presumptive nominees change what we might see on the campaign trail?
When you think about a long road trip, let's say you're trying to go across the country, what do you need? You need a lot of gas. It's a long trip. It's a journey. It's not just like going to the grocery store and you need a bit of gas in the car. If you compare that to the presidential campaign, the gas in this context would be money. These campaigns need money because it's a long race. They're facing a really extended journey between now and November, and they need to not only try to get advertising on television, which is expensive, but they want to get it across social media. They want to have grassroots activism across the country, and they want to make sure that they have a presence that's being felt in terms of organization in all of these battleground states like Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. So they're going to count on small dollar donors and especially big donors to fill the coffers of those super PACs and keep the campaigns humming along.
And we'll watch as Biden has the benefit of the presidency, but Trump has the benefit still of very ardent and passionate supporters. As you mentioned, it very may well come down to the dollars. Robert Costa joining us from Washington. Thank you.